welcome to Pi Radio. From what I've seen, this is your first interview, am I correct?
Yeah, definitely.
First
Thanks for
ever.
having us as well, man.
Yeah, I appreciate
Honestly,
it, man.
the pleasure's all mine. And you know what I was saying? I really appreciate how punctual you guys are. I mean, you guys got here before me, so it's always nice when a guest gets here on time, especially when it's early. So I appreciate you guys for that.
Oh, bless, man. I think that's the way it should be, innit? Like, it's an opportunity, so I appreciate you for letting us come through.
Nah, it's cool. The pleasure's all mine. You definitely know your industry standards by showing up and stuff, so big up yourselves for that. So, I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves individually before we talk about the collective. So, AJ, do you want to go first?
Yeah, my name's AJ, photos by AJ, is in the name, take pictures, videographer, edit, direct here and there. That's me, innit, AJ.
Hi, my name is Rico Solzano. I'm business director for Source Network, but I'm a director as well. Do videography, photography, I make music as well. Just all around creative.
Yeah, I'm Wednesday. I'm one of the founders for Source Network, and I'm the main editor for the team. Do videography as well, and yeah, just content creating, innit?
So everyone's just doing their own content. So it sounds like you guys all do different things. There is more of you, isn't there? There's more than three of you. Who isn't here today?
So a couple people actually. We haven't got Ivy here. He was meant to come, but you know, Ivy's doing sweet tea Ivy stuff.
Cool. Well, big up Ivy. If she's listening, big her up.
Nah,
There's a guy still, there's a guy. There's a guy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Check out his music as well. It's on Spotify, SoundCloud, everything. But yeah, Ivy's not here. Nikki's not here. Emmanuel's not here. Jabril, Omar, got a couple people.
Yeah. So there's quite a few of you I've noticed. So, how did you guys come up with Source Network? Who mainly started it, and how did you guys all meet?
So Source Network kind of started as something else completely.
Yeah.
Right.
So obviously I've been in Manchester for a little bit, but I don't know. It hadn't been really operating in any sort of capacity as like a media person. Then I met AJ. Started doing a couple more things.
Where did you meet AJ?
We met at the Cadet show, rest in peace, Cadet.
R.I.P. Cadet.
Rest in peace, Cadet.
Yeah, it was around that time when I met AJ that I started doing a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
And then I came up with the idea of Source Gods. And that didn't really work out. Kind of had some branding issues, and then had a random ass conversation with Wednesday here.
Yeah, we were on FaceTime, and I was just, am I allowed to say I'm high? we were just high. We were just really high, and then I had Ed and Eddie in the background while we were FaceTiming, and I was like, "Yo, what about like a YouTube channel for Source Network? Like, it's a network of different types of videos, different types of music, type of thing." And then Rico just went off on a tangent, and then we just wrote everything down. I have it on video as well, but
Like, there's literally like, I was just talking, like as I do when I get high sometimes. But the thing is, we had no idea we were talking about the same idea. But Wednesday had said the name Source Network, and I'm explaining this concept, and she's like,
and I was like, that's what I mean.
Said, yeah. And like, so
it just went together, and then we threw a meeting with another guy that was part of our team, but he's in Canada now doing his thing, which is quite good.
Shout out Bounty, man.
Yeah,
shout out Bounty,
man. But then, luckily, for some reason, coincidentally,
it's
AJ was
weird.
just there. Like, we were meant to
It was in the same building, literally.
Yeah.
I was shooting a video. I literally came downstairs and I see Rico on Wednesdays just chilling on the sofa. So
which we
like,
found weird, because we were like, we need to set up a meeting with AJ next week, and then he was just there already.
Pretty much.
So,
it was meant to be a completely separate meeting, but he was just there.
So that happened.
But yeah, from there, we basically just developed the brand. Like, we sat down with a creative genius. Shout out to Ugly Benny. He's designed the Source Network logo. And like, yeah, man, Benny's helped us just kind of curate the idea and kind of take it from what it was before, because he was helping me work on my other brand before it became Source Network. And he just literally flipped the whole thing around with us. And yeah, that's how we able to like take the steps that we're at to today and just kind of grow it. And yeah, like, we still work with Benny now. Benny's always like a creative consultant for us. But yeah, I'd suggest, if you got a good idea and you really like trust your brand, he's someone that you can really entrust your brand to.
First, see, this is why I love like bringing these different people on. Like, you got musicians and stuff, but then when you have like creative groups, it's good. Like, the story that you guys, honestly, it sounds amazing how you guys came together. And I love the spin. Like, the minute I heard Source Network and like the whole Cartoon Network concept thing, I understand it now. I love it. I think it's great. So you talked about briefly what you guys do individually. So what, like, does Source Network involve? Is it like a whole? Is there nothing you guys can't do, or you just is it a bit of everything?
Well, the whole idea behind it is the fact that it's a freelance collective. So we were all freelancers, which links back to how I met AJ. We were freelancing at the event, completely separate.
Yeah,
but like,
he was doing his thing, I was doing mine.
Yeah, pretty much. So like we all decided that instead of, I don't know, kind of like working with other freelancers in the sense, not that we don't collaborate, but we're more just gonna stick in-house and try and grow each other in-house. So everybody's supporting one another. When it comes to a shoot and we need extra hands, we shout one another straight away. Like we get paid shoots to do music videos, and we hire one another, and that literally just keeps going round and round. I get a job, I hire these guys. They get a job, they'll hire us. Like we just keep supporting each other while we're growing in our media works.
So it's all in house. Everything you do is in house. Like someone will always be from Source Network. I like that. That is really good. So where were you guys at in your careers before Source Network became a thing? Like once you guys came together, did you have enough contacts individually to help get your feet off the ground? Like what was the process like once you came together?
With me, like shit was popping. Like,
I'm honest, I like it.
Nah,
Listen, bring it to the table. I like it.
I just got off tour with Notes, so
oh wow,
literally like I was just getting bookings everywhere, and then Adex, big up Adex, he hit me up saying, yo, we got a show, Cadet, K-Don was coming out, so I went. Took pictures, done a bit of work for him, and that's when I met Rico.
So you've been doing photography like before Source Network, like well before Source Network, you were doing your thing, man.
Yeah, just freelancing, hitting up management, promoters, like just trying to get my name out there.
Oh, fair enough then. What about you, Rico?
So before I met AJ, I hadn't actually been doing it that long because I'd only just come back to Manchester, I think that half of the year. Because I was studying abroad for a while, so I was in France for 6 months and Germany for 6 months, and I literally only picked up the camera while I was abroad there, so like my second year of uni. So literally, I hadn't had that much experience compared to like going on tour with Notes or anything. But like I was doing a lot of shoots, like I was getting booked like 3-4 times a week, but just people like from. It wasn't literally like one type of clientele. It's like, yo, if you need a shoot, this is the guy to shout. Like, I was doing proms, I was doing everything. Literally, I was just trying to get a bag in it.
It's true. Yeah. That's sometimes got to be. So what about the music? When did the music come into it?
For me personally, music started at the same time as photography. But like for the type of music that I like to make, it took. I respected it a lot, so I knew it was gonna take a lot longer. So yeah, that's why music has only really come out of it now, and that's something completely different to Source in a way.
So your music is a different thing to Source Network.
Yeah,
so it's your own. No, that's cool, man. That was cool. Wednesday, what sort of contacts did you have before Source Network? How are you doing?
I was completely new to the entire scene. Literally, I met AJ I first saw AJ in a concert, and I was in the crowd instead of being on the the pit.
Well, as a spectator?
Yeah, as a spectator.
That's crazy.
I was never in
what
that
show
media
was that?
scene.
It was Cardi B.
Project.
Yeah, with Cardi B, designer.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that show. I really wanted to go. I remember I first moved to Manchester at the September of that year. Yeah, and that was like one of the first things I saw. I was like, I have to go to this show.
Yeah. I couldn't even get pressed for that. Like I actually tried as well.
I don't know how I got pressed. Literally, I hit up the promoters and they like my work. And literally, I got pressed just like that.
But that's the first time I saw you. Yeah. And literally, after that, I was like, I want to do that. I want to do what he's doing. And I just recently graduated at MMU and I did media at MMU as well. So
congratulations.
Thank you. So yeah, I've just been doing that since uni, and then met Rico, met AJ, and then we all just did a creativeness thing.
So you guys did have a lot of tools to help Source Network get off the ground. When did you sort of start seeing the change? Like when did you see Source Network start becoming quite a big thing? Because to me, I always whenever I see creative groups, Source Network's one of the first people that I look like. I feel like you guys are pioneers in the creative scene. I could be wrong. I could be right.
AJ literally said this today.
This morning, when Rico was walking, and I just looked at Rico. We're actually pioneers, yo. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, honestly, the first people that I think of when I think of creative groups is you are the first names that come to my mouth for Source Network.
Thank you, man.
Maybe because I see you guys a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know. I think we're not even anywhere near our peak. Like, I wouldn't even say that we've blown in any sort of way. Obviously, we're just refining our process and how we do things more and more. So like, we're an official company, so that's another step of us taking professionality for everything that we do. Us three here that you see, we're all on the board for how Source Network is run when it comes to like business decisions. Yeah. So every single time that we sit down and like have a discussion about how to take the brand forward, it runs for all three of us. We keep it really flat at the top to make sure best creative input. Obviously, we're all university graduates as well. So like, AJ did
TV and radio,
and obviously Wednesday did digital media marketing. I did international business myself. So yeah, we're just using all of our strengths to make sure that we're operating in the best way. But we've only just kind of refined this process. It's just taking meetings. Like, the university helps us out a lot. The University of Salford, shout out to them, because they've actually supported us quite a lot. But yeah, so my point is just flown far away. But yeah, we've had a lot of support, and I don't think that we've blown just yet. Like, we're nowhere near.
What we're trying to do really is like, what I think creativity is basically just very contagious, isn't it? Yeah. And we're just trying to pass it on. That's all it is.
You're doing a good job, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Now, everyone loves you guys, seriously, man. So, what was like the first ever sort of event or like thing you did together as Source Network? Can you remember?
I feel like it started at Platform, you know.
Yeah, Platform.
Yeah,
that's when we link up like regularly, and then we just know what we'll be doing around the station, who goes where to film what, if that makes sense.
And we had a big show at, what was it again, Warehouse?
Bass Jam.
Yeah, Bass Jam with
did a Bass Jam?
Yeah, Dizzy Rascal and Charlie Sloth, literally.
I think that was our actually like biggest one. Like, we were actually meant to do Tekashi 6ix9ine as well, but he was not letting the country. Like, I was so proud of the way that we patterned it, because literally I'd spoken to the PR company, they'd given us press passes, like we were just literally waiting to go, and then they heard that he's not allowed in the country. I was just like, it's peak. But like, these things happen. It's an unpredictable industry.
No, it is, and he's behind bars now, sadly. Well, I guess it's
not for long.
I guess it's for long. I mean, I know. What do you guys think about celebrities like sort of taking shortcuts when it comes to the law?
Oh, like singing and that.
Yeah, so like you see like these footballers get lighter sentences. Like, singers don't ever seem to do hard time unless they're like up and coming.
It's all about money, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
if
just
you have the money, you can get out.
I mean, no, if you have a good lawyer, you can get out, and usually they have the money to pay for a good lawyer. So you know
definitely.
What? Fair play to them in the sense that they know how to patent their lawyer. So,
do you think he's wrong for snitching?
I don't.
So we go through the facts. I've got a couple of facts. Yeah. So apparently So he never had a manager, right? Yeah. So all this booking stuff went through his boys. So along the line of when stuff got back to him, money was already taken out of his cut. Apparently they were trying to like have sex with his baby mama behind his back. And then apparently when he got his chain snatched and stuff, apparently it was set up within the group. So taking all that into consideration, and he was going to serve 47 years for them. I mean,
so he has
is it worth it
for anybody then?
Yeah, but then again, innit, you got the real guys on road, innit, that would be like.
But do you blame him for snitching? Do you blame him for snitching? Like, if someone did all that stuff to you, do you blame him? Would you be like, I'm not serving 47 years for you, despite the gang culture and this whole?
I don't blame him, but at the same time, like, you know what you signed up for, innit, kind of thing.
True.
You know what you signed up for.
That's it.
Yeah, you know.
Fair enough. Well, anyway, I'm going to play a quick tune in a second. Skip back, sorry. So I saw you at Saturday at NQ. How was it? Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was actually sick, man. The crowd, everything lit, nothing bad happened. Literally, everything went smooth.
Nah, it was great, man. I didn't see you guys. Were you guys there? Because I saw AJ. I didn't see the rest of you guys.
Not gonna lie, I always have to check my calendar whenever I do stuff. Like, I do a lot of shit. I can't lie. I was working.
Yeah, I
was working. Nah, it was really good, and I definitely had fun as AJ and Sullivan.
Yo, who's your favorite performer though? Because I'm not gonna lie, like I'm fans of certain people, and like I have no shame to admit that I'm a fan of certain people in it. But like, I love Robin Knight's music. What do you think of
she's amazing. Like, she's amazing. I was well excited to see her performances, and I'm really sad she didn't get to play "Heartbreak Jordan," which is her new song.
The video for that. Shout out Theo. That is up there.
Theo is a bad boy director.
It is amazing. I love the promo. You know, like when she's coming out of the billboard. The promo that was amazing.
Yo,
Animation
if
was
anybody
sick.
hasn't seen Akira, go and watch that, because like, if you like that video, it'll blow your mind. That's
No,
all I'll say.
honest. How was your hearing, AJ, after when Zeph came out? How was your hearing after that?
It was
all them
mad.
screams were a bit much for the ears.
How,
wasn't it?
like, Zaf, he's got a good fan base, man. His fan base is solid, so like, it was
Nah,
actually
that's
good, man.
And you know what? Large up H as well, because he wasn't performing, but he
Yeah,
still
them
comes
lot-
to these
yeah,
little
fans.
events to show love to the Manny artist. He keeps it humble, and I do appreciate it when I see people see that. But going back to what you said about my favorite performer, what, on the night or just
On the night.
on the night, I'm a massive Just Banco fanboy.
Just Banco
I'm gonna have
brought
to
the
admit. And
energy.
then when I interviewed him, I had to keep it together. I was like, raw, like Just Banco standing like right in front of me. I need to keep this together. But yeah, they all did really well. And obviously, I love the tune Triptronic. So seeing JS go perform that, unfortunately, Tunde couldn't be there, but that was really good as well.
Yeah, Super Saiyan is my favorite track by JSCO.
Yeah, he's at Platform tonight doing
I'm
artist
hoping
night,
he
isn't he?
performs it.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out Platform as well. I'll be DJing the after party, but there is an artist night going on. So P1 Caps, Boy Get Bun, JS Go, K9 Raps are all going to be there. But talking about Saturday, I'm going to play Zeph's tune Element, and we'll get back into some more questions. All right, guys?
Yeah,
Cool.
Amazing.
So this is your boy Josh. I'm with Source Network. This is Tuesday Thursday, and this is Zeph's track Element. Let's get it. So in Manchester, a lot of creative events do go down. So it's like photographers and stuff get together, they share their work, and they get linked contacts and stuff. How important is it for you guys to show up to them kind of events and build them kind of contacts?
If you don't have enough contacts that you can kind of just like build your vision around already, because like you will get to a certain point where you really know you don't really need to network past your immediate circle for that moment.
Yeah.
You can kind of get a lot done with the people you're around. You don't always need to find new people, but if you don't have those people, your personal connections are everything. Like,
Yeah.
you can DM everybody that you want, but like not half of those people aren't going to respond. You need to actually go out and get a connection with someone face to face, like go chat to them, because to be honest, you might not even vibe with that person that you were looking up to. Like literally, like you could be looking at someone on the other side taking pictures and you might not vibe with them, not even on like a I don't like you, but like literally just a way of working.
Yeah.
And you would never know that unless you go and actually see that person and meet them and make the effort to, let's go and do some work, let's go and do this, feel it out, like actually go and experience things.
Cool. So even though like a lot of the things you do is in-house,
Yeah.
like everything's always go through Source Network, you are more than welcome to open up to like collabs and stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're trying to build Source Network to become like a worldwide thing, so that we have contributors all around the world. So starting off in like London maybe for now, and then maybe Canada, and then maybe like Japan soon, or do you know what I mean? So there's always someone covering content just to show the world Source, basically.
The Source.
Yeah.
Pretty much, man.
Now you seem to like you guys are getting your names out there really well, and I'm a resident DJ at Platform as well, and I heard about your event that's coming up. If you want to give us some more information about that, far away.
So this is a showcase, really. Like I'll be performing myself, but like we've got 6 artists on the night. Obviously names will be announced very, very soon. Just make sure you're there, locked in on the Platform socials, on Source Network socials. It's literally Source Network everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, not on Twitter, but like feel free to follow our personal profiles, we're active. But yeah, so that event will be on the 4th of April. More information coming very, very soon.
Yeah,
but
this is the first time we're actually telling people we're going
Yeah,
to have an
pretty
event.
much.
So
So it's just like your first like
Yeah.
proper
Announcement.
like,
Yeah,
Source
First
Network.
announcement. Yeah.
It literally
Wicked.
just got announced, like, not like
It just got
fully
confirmed, like, yesterday, pretty
Yeah,
much.
it got
Yeah.
confirmed yesterday.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be a serious moment, because I don't feel like the level of curation in terms of the type of artists that we're bringing together has really happened just yet. I think the closest thing to that, even though that's a little bit special on its own, is probably 1/6 Wave. There's someone that we work with a lot. Their types of events really bring a lot of different types of creative and musical artists together. But what we're doing is really, it's Source in it. Like
It's
it's
just
Source. You'll see.
All right, cool. So I'll ask you guys each the same question. If you can describe what this event's going to be in 3 words, what would you say? Start with you, AJ. Work your way down.
What was the question? 3 words.
So like, describe what this event's going to be like in 3 words.
Good energy, good vibes.
2 words. That's 2 words already.
What, 3 words?
3 words.
Pass.
Yeah,
Yo, I can just say it will be an experience in it. Like, not 3 words, but it will be an experience. So make sure you have that experience.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
I can't see you still. 3 words: litty, hype, and
Drippy.
yeah.
Drippy.
What sauce? Come on, man.
Come on.
Sauce.
You're going to bring out different artists with different flavors, man. It's
Definitely,
literally
man.
like a big pot of like jambalaya or whatever. You
Yo,
want
there's gonna be something for everyone there. Like literally, it doesn't matter what type of music you're into. You're gonna be able to have a vibe. You're gonna have a good time as well. Drinks are hella cheap, so like you got no excuse. Go.
Drinks are hella
There's
cheap.
water if you don't drink as well.
Yep.
So just come true, bust a vibe, 1, 2 wine, you'll be cool.
1, 2.
1, 2, 1. I look forward to it. So yeah, exclusive, April 4th. Platform of Source Network events going down. Has it got like a name? So like Platform of Source Network presents. Are you still thinking
To
about
be announced soon.
to be announced soon? All right, got enough exclusives as it is already. That's calm. So are you guys going to be documenting the thing yourselves, or are you going to have like external creative groups film it for you, and you guys will just all take part?
Nah, we'll be documenting ourselves.
Documenting yourselves. So you guys do actually go on to that, run quite a successful YouTube channel. Like it does get quite a few views and stuff. You do loads of different stuff. You do like different YouTube trends. You do highlights from shows. You do interviews. You do, Jesus, the list goes on and on, doesn't it? You guys just out here doing your thing. What's one that stands out for you? Like, if someone never heard of Source Network and they were like, right, I want to showcase Source Network to you. What's the one video you'd show them?
First thing, the show reel. Check out what we did in like 2018.
Yeah, we literally got a show reel, includes like everything.
So it's like a throwback, it's like a montage.
Yeah.
For the whole year that we did, well, 8 months.
Yeah. So obviously, Source Network is about showing the culture. Like we're members of the culture. We're all participants in everything that happens. So all the content that you see is places that we've personally been. It hasn't been organized for us. We've got ourselves there. We either know the person we're interviewing, or we're really invested in their music or something. It hasn't just come about from cool. This person shouted us and we just came along.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Shoreline Mafia. I listen to their music. I rate them guys, and out of all the American artists I've met, I vibe with them the most. Let me not say what I was actually gonna say, but yeah, I vibe with them the most. They're actually sick guys, and that is a high quality vlog in my personal opinion. I think it showcases a lot of different angles of what Source is about. Like we had interviews from Sleazy in there, Herms 4K is a London artist, but this is something that's just built off of like Source Network's personal connections and my own personal connections. Like we all take what we have going on in our own worlds and add it into the world of Source Network.
Yeah. No, it's really good. So, is there like let me rephrase the question. What's like a memorable concert or a memorable event that you guys each did? We'll do one each. So, what's like the most memorable concert that you covered, or what's the most memorable event that you went to take pictures for, etc., etc.? Do one each.
I'd probably say the first one I did, it was at Notes, came to Manchester, bought out NSG, bought out Gecko, and it was actually sick. That'd probably be my one, innit? My memorable one.
I'm still thinking. There's been a couple.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard question, but
Mine's a music video, you know. It's not one of the first music videos I've done.
Which one?
Either D Wayne's Travis's 15 or
that video was sick.
or Gilly Waved.
It's all 1/6 wave
all-
though. It's all 1/6 wave. Like,
But yeah, I like it when we do our music production, video production. Like
The
music
Paris
video.
one, come on. Oh, the Paris
Hey.
vlog is crazy. Watch that.
Watch
Literally
that.
just dropped.
see, this is the thing about Source Network. We do a lot of things because we're all individuals, and we've kind of got a vision for our individual brands, and the company kind of just helps support those brands and how we can kind of work together to be able to grow each individual that operates in Source Network. So I do video productions for like artists that I work quite closely with, for example, The Wave.
Yeah.
And in The Wave, they've got a lot of artists. Each of those artists needs music videos. Each of those artists needs like artistic curation. And there'll be artists that that AJ works with personally and that he'll do shoots for. And then Wednesday will be the prime editor that we go to for whenever we want to create content, whenever we want to structure the Instagram. Just like we've all got different areas
like
that
behind
we
the scenes mostly
go to. So like any content that you might see on the actual YouTube, it'll be a mix of all of these different things that we do. It might be behind the scenes from a video that we've shot, or behind the scenes for some artists that we work closely with. It might be a show that we've been invited to, or we've got press passes that we just really wanted to go to ourselves, just so because we get a level of access that a lot of other people can't.
Yeah.
And we like the fact that we can kind of literally film this and leave it there as a piece of history. Like, this show happened at this point. For example, there's a Canadian artist, and this is probably my favorite show. His name's Killy.
Oh, that's my guy. Listen, I love Killy, man.
Killy is G.
That's a good. So you met Killy?
I didn't meet him because didn't get a backstage pass, so I only got a press pass. But
Yeah.
like, I've been to Toronto and I've seen how popping he is out there. Like, he's on billboards across everywhere. Like, it's absolutely insane. And just to be able to, after finding his music, to eventually just knowing how to work professionally and to get a press pass and access to the show was a great experience. And obviously that was his first show ever in the UK. So that's documented and there on Source Network for like history. For anybody else who couldn't go to the show, they can watch it on the channel.
Wait, the Killy show, was that the one where he warmed up for Juice WRLD?
Nah, his first show.
His first show?
His first show.
I didn't know what his first... The only time I've ever seen Killy in the UK was when he warmed up for Juice WRLD. I didn't know he did a show before that.
He did a show, Arrivals, with DJ Semtex.
Oh, man. Well, large up Killy if you're listening. I love Killy.
Gang.
No Sad, No Bad. That's one of my favourite tunes. I do like that song. So what's... is there anything that you guys haven't done yet as Source Network that you would like to? Or is there anything that you thought about doing?
Me personally...
That's not already like in the works kind of thing.
Yeah, like I'm trying to create short films. Yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to go for, innit? Short films, documentaries, because like I studied that, so I'm trying to actually make it happen.
I'm on that AJ now.
Yeah, let's make
Well, let's do that.
Same.
Come on, let's have a minute.
I was going to say the same.
Would you ever do like a Source Network documentary? So rather than you guys, instead of you guys like going out to document events and stuff, someone comes and films the process that you guys go through. So like someone will document the way you like
that could
during
be
the editing
something
thing
in the future, like when we're more fully established. But right now, documentaries such as the Manchester scene or different artists.
Yeah.
Because I think one thing that Source Network does well is the fact that we cover a lot of areas that get missed by other media forms. Like, there's artists that don't know where they can get their work published in any sort of way. Like, I know I've got a group chat full of artists actually. Like, it's just a group chat that I've got on WhatsApp that I've just been connecting artists whenever I've got a chance. So I've got artists from Toronto out there. I've got some mainly from Manchester, but basically we just put in links whenever we get a chance. So any type of bloggers or DJs that we find, we drop their emails in and people can just send their tracks out. But like that's pretty much the only thing I've seen. There's no other form of media that's covering all of these people that are trying to come through. Like, Colours and Creed is a great example of that. Like, Colours and Creeds, it's an event run by a Apollos, not a hoodlum.
Yeah.
And bro, it's one of the most. It's an amazingly curated night. And other than the documentary he set up himself, I don't see any other people going to that event to be able to shine some light on it. And I think that's one thing that we do quite well.
Yeah. Well, shout out Apollos. I was actually at the last one. Did you guys go to the last one? I didn't see any of you guys.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Oh, you guys went?
Yeah.
How did I not see you? That's all mad. That's all mad. I don't know how, because it was quite a small room, wasn't it? I'm surprised I didn't see you guys there, but yeah, I was there. Shout out Apollos. Colours and Creeds was a really good event, and
like, half of those people there is the type of people that like a documentary probably needs to be made off of.
Yeah,
because like the Manchester scene is still heavily undocumented when you think about it.
Yeah, it is like obviously a lot smaller than your Londons and stuff like that, but there is still a lot of people that no one knows about, and they do need to be showcased and stuff.
The thing is, like, Manchester creatives all build each other up. Like, we all help each other. That's the good thing about it. Like, we all promote one another. There's like little cliques, I say, groups that are just like all connected well.
Yeah.
And they just build like a big, strong like foundation of just
good support
greatness.
network.
There's few
Man.
people that are doing their thing, man.
Yeah, there is a lot of people doing their thing, and
Creative.
anyone out there who doesn't know what to do next, like what sort of advice would you give them So like I said, look at you guys are like pioneers, and I'm sure a lot of people, the first name that comes to their head when they think of collectives and stuff is Source Network. Yeah. So what piece of advice would you give to them?
Chrissy, she's a photographer.
Yeah.
Before I even started shooting pictures, like she was the one that's like literally up there, or she was everywhere in it. So she helped me a lot as well in my career. Big up Chrissy.
I think it was Chrissy that brought me through to the cadet show, you know.
Yeah, you came with her.
Yeah, nah, big up Chrissy. Seriously, like, I know she's working on stuff now. Yeah. Like, it's still Chrissy Visuals.
Yeah, Chrissy Visuals on Instagram.
So check her out. Her work's incredible. Like, I don't know, just from shooting her with her a couple angles on my own shoot, like. Where was it? It's a library, innit? Manchester Library.
Yeah, that day we all linked up.
Bro, she showed me a couple angles, and I tell you, after that, my photography was never the same.
You took some bangers that day.
I have them as well, where it's like I'll meet up with certain DJs and stuff. Like the main guy who taught me how to DJ and stuff is like, I literally went to like 1 or 2 lessons, and it literally, these little things can just change you forever. Yeah. And it feels like you go from literally just like from 0 to 100 in an instance, really.
That's what I'd probably say to creatives though, like, go find those people that you can be around. Like, obviously a mentor is always great, and we probably always think that it needs to be some big figure or grown person, but it can be someone that just knows 2 more steps ahead of you, that can get you 2 more steps forward.
Yeah, and don't be shy as well. Like, you're not gonna get anything if you're not gonna ask for it. Yeah, like, go out there and ask. Like, don't be shy, and don't think like you're better than, like, you're bigger than someone else, innit? Like,
humility goes a long way.
Humble,
no, it does. And I used to shy away quite a lot, but then it's just like, remember, you just got nothing to lose, really.
Yeah.
And that's how, like, I'm lucky enough to work at Pi Radio, secure these interviews, and it's been great having you guys here, by the way. I feel like we had a really good conversation and stuff. So yeah, what is, like, is it, so apart from obviously don't be afraid to go up and ask people, is there any other advice you'd give to anyone?
Take pride in your work.
Definitely.
Be proud of what you do. Like, do your, like the saying, say it with your chest, goes for your work as well. Like, if you're saying you're a photographer, go out and do shoots, go out and practice, do test shoots. Like, don't say, I'll take a couple pictures, and suddenly you're a photographer. Own your title.
Yeah,
put value to your work as well.
Yeah, put value to your work.
So you take pictures and with all settings, and then definitely they're sick.
But like, if you're saying that's what you are, own it fully, and like be proud of who you're saying that you are.
So can you tell when, like, a creative comes up to you and they say they do all these things and like show you some, can you tell like when someone's half-hearted compared to someone who's like trying to be about it? Like, have you had enough experience to sort of identify that kind of thing?
Probably just their work rate, innit, and like how often they do it, how like the what's the turnover time. Like, people take pictures and then they won't edit it or put it out in like next month or something. But if you're active, literally the next day.
Obviously, I understand the value of like saving good photos as well. Like, it's about how well that. It's about a lot of things, because to be honest, it's down to the individual. Like, you could have someone come up to you and tell you that, I really want to go and do this, but like, it's not even in that moment you're gonna know if that person's really about it or not. It's when you next see that person. Did they do anything? Have they changed since then? Have they grown from that? Because like, take any time to. You should give advice out freely. Like, when people come up and talk to you. I've walked up to people and asked them for advice. Shout out Octavian. Shout out Bugsy Malone. All of these people have taken time to come and talk to me, innit? So like, when everybody else comes up and talk to me, I have to be humble and say do the same thing. But like, at least I can say that I've taken that advice and gone steps forward with it. Other people need to do the same. Just like follow through, innit?
Yeah. So basically, just take whatever you're given, make sure that you like take it on board and actually learn from it, even when you think sometimes that you might not need to.
Yeah, and there's one thing as well, like, you're doing good when people coming up to you saying, I see you everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Like,
yeah, but I've seen photos by AJ everywhere before I even met you.
That's different, man.
I remember when
AJ.
That's what you want.
When I first met AJ was at Tanapa Bar for shows. Do you remember that?
Shosha's birthday.
I remember that. Yeah, that's the first time I met AJ, and then I met
Man. That's 1-6 Wave as well, man.
And that's how this interview came together, because I waited to speak to you, and I was like, I'll do a show on Pi Radio. I'd like to invite you and Source Network down if you want to do that. And then Wednesday, this is the first time we've met.
It is.
But I hope you've enjoyed yourself, Stephen. You had fun?
It's been lovely.
Cool. So we talked about the platform show, and we talked about like people sitting on content and stuff. Is there any content you guys are sitting on this year that you're waiting to?
Listen, just keep locked in it, because bro,
soon,
Rico's
man,
got
soon.
yo. Don't just talk
Soon.
too much, man.
So we got no. You can't give me any little
No,
exclusive.
it's
not
a
allowed, like,
listen,
it's not
just
allowed.
know it's gonna change. It's the things are changing after this drops. Like
This. So is that what we're gonna refer to it? This.
Yeah.
As the this drops.
when this drops,
Cool.
shit's about to change, man.
Cool. We've got 2 more questions, and before I let you guys go, this one is mainly aimed at you, Rico. You said you know a lot of artists and stuff in the scene. And is Source? Would you look at Source Network and maybe make it into, as well as what it is now, like a distribution or some sort of record label in the future? I only asked you directly because you do like, obviously the music and stuff. So I didn't know if you'd ever do like an in-house label kind of thing.
I see Source Network more as like a creative agency, something that we can kind of like sit and work with like a specific artist. Like, all right, cool. How do you want to develop your brand? Cool. We're gonna help you do that. It could either be visually, it could be just in some of the artistic works they want to create. Like, look at ASAP Rocky, for example. He's a serious video artist as well as a music artist.
Yeah.
He can't do that without having a creative agency behind him, which is his company that he owns, Org. So we can work with artists and just kind of help them create their dreams. And I think that's kind of something we're doing already. Like, if you haven't seen Smoking Kills by Sweetie Ivy, go and check that. We filmed that ourselves. Ivy's also part of the collective. Like, he shoots for us on a regular basis. So yeah, man, I think maybe, I don't know about record label, because to be honest, I haven't studied it. I wouldn't be able to tell you off the top of my head. But creative agency, that's something that I think we all feel like seriously.
So what about like a talent roster? So you know like how Coda and people like them, they have like a roster. Would you ever have like a Source Network roster maybe, rather than an agency or a label even? Sorry.
I think we kind of have a roster within ourselves already. Like, we're all talents that we want to develop.
I guess.
So.
All right, cool. And one last question: have you guys got anyone you want to shout out? Any plugs you want to do before I let you guys leave?
There's a lot of people.
Cool. Well, you can
first of all, shout out Mully.
Yes.
Every
Molly.
single time. Schizo.
This is his change. Can
Yeah.
I'm seeing you're wearing chains as well, man. But yeah, Mully's our plug for our chains.
The
like,
thing is,
sick.
with Mully's
Sick, yeah.
chains, he will create them custom.
Oh, really?
To the individual. So literally, he's more about it's all down to personal connection. So like, but Mully's the type that he'll sit and talk to you as well. So like, yeah, man. Shout out Mully, shout out Ivy, shout out Jabril. Jabril's got a new book out from his trip to Japan. Absolutely sick. Go check that out. Yeah, man. Shout out Emmanuel. He was on tour with Children of Zeus recently. Like, Emmanuel's doing bits, like, absolutely shutting down. He's doing his own shows as a drummer, and he's a mad creative.
As a
like,
drummer, that's sick. Though.
big up Emmanuel. Big up Emmanuel. All right, cool. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure.
Sick, man. I actually enjoyed this, man.
Good. Got an outro to you real quickly. You shot my good friend Show's Only the Family video.
Yeah.
So we're going to give it a little spin right now. But this has been your boy Josh on Tuesday, Thursday. I've been with the Source Network team. Rico, AJ, and Wednesday. Thanks so much for coming down, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, man.
And this is Show's Only the Family. And I'll see you guys next week.